Okay, good afternoon, friends. This is another lecture on coordination chemistry. The topic of today's lecture is nomenclature of coordination compounds. Coordination compounds. And this is very important to you because once you know there are different types of coordination compounds, how giving the name for the coordination compounds? You familiar with the rules for the organic chemistry? Select the longest chain, numbering start from the functional group N and so on. But here, if there is inorganic compounds and coordination compounds, there is also names. So, to giving the name for special class of compounds, coordination compounds, there is a naming committee. It is the IUPAC. You familiar with this IUPAC? It is the long form you familiar. International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry. Okay, so the committee which is established and the committee or the system which suggests some rules to giving the nomenclature of coordination compounds. It is very easier and most interesting part to giving the name. So basically, once you understand this topic, the coordination complex is given to you, you giving the name of it. It is you change. If the nomenclature is given to you, you can draw the coordination complex. You draw the molecular structure. Same as organic chemistry. Okay. So to understand in detail about the coordination compounds, their rules. Okay. So we're going to discuss one by one using each rule. So basically in rules we directly use the whole nomenclature, but only you focus on about the rule, the concept regarding the rule. Once you understand all the rules according to conditions, you are easily giving the name for any coordination compound. Okay, so rule first which is given to you. Basically you know coordination complexes are three types. If complex is anionic, complex is cationic and complex is neutral. Okay, so first see if your complex which is given to you, the complex means square bracket, is cationic form or anionic form. Okay, keep in mind the first order is when you giving the name, when you write the name of any coordination complex, the left side from your side is cation, then anion. So we write the cation species first, then we write the anionic species. So here, if complex is cationic, so we write the complex first. If complex is anion, we write the name of cation first, then we start the complex. So the nomenclature start from complex or not, it depends on their nature. Complex is cationic, we directly start the name from cation complex part. If complex is anionic, we first write the cation part, then we write the name of complex. Okay, so and neutral, so it is we directly start from complex because complex is neutral. So there is no cation, there is no anion. So in ionic complex, in ionic complex, maybe your complex is cationic or anionic, and neutral complex is single complex. So write the name of neutral complex in one word, but write the complex of ionic complexes. Ionic complexes may be, it may be contain your complex is anionic or cationic, but write the name of cation first, then write the name of anion. Okay, so there is a two-word nomenclature for ionic complexes, and for neutral complexes there is a single word name. It is very important point. Okay, so we're going to discuss first rule. If complex is anionic, so write rule first. Complex is anionic. That means what? In given coordination compound. The complex part is negative charge. Complex is anionic. Means when complex is anionic, if with complex there is a cation is present outside the square bracket. And always cation is present right left side of the square bracket if complex is anionic. If complex is cationic, then anion present at the right side of the complex. You already know about it. Okay. So for that we consider simple example. K2 PtCl4. It is an example. This is the coordination compound. So here it is an ionic complex because here cation is present at the left of the complex. That means the +2 charge outside the complex. That means complex containing, if you dissociate it, here is a 2 potassium ions are present, and here the complex which is present containing 2 minus charge. So -2 and +2. There are 2 K plus, that means +2 charge. +2 -2. Basically here is a complex is neutral, compound is neutral, but here complex is anionic. So that time which rule is used? Okay. So when complex is anionic, that time write the name of cation first. Write the name of cation first. So here cation is potassium. And another thing is how many number of cations present outside the complex. Don't use the prefix bi, di, tri, tetra, etc. Just write their name. How many cations are present we will discuss or we will predict on the basis of valency, on the basis of oxidation number of this central metal. So that time just write the name of cation first. So here the cation first, which is the potassium. Write the name of cation first is the potassium. Then we start the name of complex. It is anionic complex. Okay. So when complex is going to write the name of complex, in square bracket part there are two things. One is metal atom or ion. Second is ligands. So when we write the name of complexes, write the name of ligand first. Write the name of ligand first. Who is ligand here? Cl. So Cl, their name is used as a chloro. Okay. So chloro. If there is a more than one ligand, we use the prefixes. Bi for 2, tri for 3, tetra for 4, penta for 5, hexa for 6. So before, if the ligand is more than one, एक गोष्ट लक्षात ठेवा, प्रत्येक रूल डिस्कस करताना सगळ्या गोष्टी कॉमन येत राहतील. The first rule is says if complex is anionic, then write the name of cation first. Your rule is finished here. I just write the other name. Don't think about it, how this name comes around. Okay, just think, write the name of cation first is your first rule. Then tetrachloroplatinate, the oxidation state is second, is the name. You just think about this. Write the name of cation first. Write the name of cation first. Then followed by the name of the complex. It is your first rule. Secondly, when complex is anionic, that time when we write the name of metal, keep in mind, when we write the name of complex, that time we use first write the name of ligands. We write here tetrachloro. Then when we come to write the name of metal ion, that time if complex is anionic, then change the name of metal to replacing IUM or E by ATE. So here end of metal by using ATE. ATE you write at the end of name of metal. Suppose any metal, their name containing E at the end, you replace E by ATE. Suppose some metal containing IUM, aluminium, so you can replace IUM and just add ATE, aluminate. If there is a cobalt, okay, so cobalt containing E, you can replace E and write it cobaltate. Okay, so I write here some example. Suppose there is a Al, so we write aluminium, right? It is a We can use aluminum when if complex is not anionic. कॉम्प्लेक्स अनायनिक नसेल तर त्यावेळेस आपण ॲल्युमिनियम हा यूज करू शकतो. पण कॉम्प्लेक्स अनायनिक आहे म्हणून वी रिप्लेस हेअर ॲल्युमिनेट. So what happened? We replace IUM by ATE. Second, cobalt. So just cobaltate. Okay, nickel, Ni. Nickeltate. Okay, nickelate. Then Fe. Fe means iron, but we cannot use ironate. Fe is the ferrous, is the Latin name, so we use here ferrate. We use here ferrate. Okay. After that, silver, Ag. You can write silver normally, but in Latin name, silver is the argentinium, so it is argentate. Gold, Au. You can write gold if there is no anionic complex. But if complex is anion, aurium is the name of silver, so it is a aureate. Okay, some another terms, platinum, aluminum, gold, etc. So these are the changes. When these changes happen, if complex is anionic, it is the first rule. So first rule says, write the name of cation first, and second, when we conclude the name of complex, that time change the name of metal by replacing or by adding ATE. So sometime we replace E, sometime we replace IUM. So keep in mind their names, this is very important. So it is all about the first rule. Okay. Second rule, complex cationic. Complex is cationic. So example is CO NH36Cl3. So look at here. Overall compound is neutral, but compound is ionic. हे compound ionic आहे आणि याचे ions formation होतात. कसे होतील? हा एक ion, cation आणि 3 anions. So here we can write 3 plus and here plus 3Cl minus. 3 Cl आहे, 1 Cl minus, 3 Cl minus. Minus 3 charge is outside of the bracket, that means plus 3 charge comes on the complex. So complex is cationic. In that condition, first we write the name of cation first, is the first rule. So who is cation here? The complex is cationic here. So we start the name of complex first, means start the name from complex, then we end with the anion. Anion is the Cl. Okay. So here in that condition, write or start the name from complex part first, then end with the anion. But in complex there are two things, ligand and metal ion. So if when we write the name of complex, first of all we write the name of ligand first, then we write the name of metal, then we write the oxidation state. Okay. It is the order, ligand, then metal, and then oxidation state. In number of conditions, if here is the same ligands, if ligands are different types, it is a later rules. Okay. So here we starting the name from this. So in that part, the ligand write first. Here how many ligands? 6. So 6, we use the prefix hexa. Hexa. NH3 is the amine. So hexamine. Who is the metal? Cobalt. Here, write the name of metal as it is because complex is cationic. When complex is negative, that time we change the name of metal atom by adding the ATE. But here is no need of ATE because already complex is positive. Complex is cationic. So just write there as it is name cobalt. Here, calculate the oxidation state. How it? Here, what is the charge? Minus 3 charge is here, plus 3 charge is here. It is a 0 because NH3 is neutral. So x plus 0 is equal to plus 3. That means x is equal to plus 3. So oxidation state is 3. And end, there is a Cl. I already told you, from outside the square bracket, how many number of ions and cations are present? Don't use the prefix for it. Just write their name. Cl you can write as just chloride. So it is a chloride. So is the name. So here we just think about it. It is our second rule. If complex is cationic, then write the name of cation complex first, then followed by the anion. Here is the rule number second. Third point is here, when we write the name of ligands. So ligand, there is a special order is there, special rule for ligands also we will discuss in later case. But here I just mentioned, when there is a different kind of ligand present in complex, that time we use the order to write the name of ligands. We use the order. Which is the order? Write the negative ligand first. Then neutral ligand. Then positive ligand. Keep in mind, first, second, third. When more than two different kind of ligands are present, that time write the negative ligand first, then neutral ligand. If there is a positive ligand, write the positive ligand. Okay. But recent advances changing in rules, you can use just alphabetically order, not use the negative, positive or neutral conditions. So there are two conditions. Either you can use negative, neutral, positive order, or you can just use the alphabetical order. Second thing, if there are two types of negative ligand, two types of different negative ligands, or two different types of positive ligands, two different types of neutral ligands, that time you use the alphabetically order. म्हणजेच ह्या कॉम्प्लेक्स मध्ये एकापेक्षा जास्त न्यूट्रल लिगॅन्ड असतील, एकापेक्षा जास्त निगेटिव्ह लिगॅन्ड असतील, एकापेक्षा जास्त पॉझिटिव्ह लिगॅन्ड असतील, दोघं पॉझिटिव्ह आहेत, त्यावेळेस दोघांची अल्फाबेटिकली ऑर्डर यूज करायची. आणि एकच आहे, एक सिंगल निगेटिव्ह, एक सिंगल पॉझिटिव्ह, एक सिंगल न्यूट्रल आहे, तर मग निगेटिव्ह फर्स्ट, देन न्यूट्रल, देन पॉझिटिव्ह. सो इट इज द सेकंड रूल. So here, this is the ligand, then metal, then oxidation state, then anion. So this is the order. Write ligand first, then metal, then oxidation state, then anion. Okay. And for first thing, cation, then ligand, then metal, then oxidation state. So this is the order. Okay. Next rule is non-ionic compounds. आणि जेव्हा प्रॅक्टिस होईल तुम्हाला लक्षात येईल, जो ट्रेस घेऊ नका जास्त, एकदम इझी आहे. थर्ड, नॉन आयोनिक और न्यूट्रल कॉम्प्लेक्स. ओके, फॉर दैट आई एम टेकिंग हियर एग्जांपल CO NH3 thrice Cl3. It is a neutral because there is no anything from outside the square bracket. So overall complex is neutral. Okay. So when complex is neutral, write the name of whole complex in a one word. There is no space between the cation and anion. In first case, we put there space between the anionic part and cation. Okay. Here is no space. So here we start the directly name from complex. In complex, we is going to start naming from ligand first. So here NH3 is the ligand, Cl is the ligand. So two kinds of ligand, two different types of ligand. NH3 is the neutral ligand, Cl is the negative ligand. So what is the order says? Write the name of negative ligand first. So who is the negative here? Cl is negative. So write the negative ligand first. So chloro come first, then amine. How many chlorine Cl groups? 3. So we can use prefix. A is the tri for chloro, tri for amine. So here trichloro, triamine. So when you write the amine word for NH3, we use the double M. If there is no NH3, you use only single M. Okay. Trichloro, triamine. Here is the cobalt. For neutral complexes, there is no change in name of metal. So cobalt. What is the oxidation state? Here is the zero charge. Cl, you know, Cl shows -1, 3Cl shows -3 charge, plus you can 0 for neutral ligand, X you consider for cobalt. So X plus 0 plus -3 is equal to 0. That means X will be the +3. So here is the 3 oxidation state. X is equal to plus 3. Here name is finished. So write the name of neutral ligand in a single word. It is about the third rule. Next example I repeated here. Suppose I can consider here PT NH3 twice Cl4. Again neutral because there is nothing is present outside of this complex. That means is the neutral. Okay, there is zero charge. So how many Cl? 4 Cl. Each Cl shows -1, so -4 charge. You can consider 0 here because NH3 is neutral. We consider X for platinum. So X plus 0 plus -4 is equal to 0. So here X will be the plus 4 is the oxidation state. So how start the name? First starting from the ligands. So ligand here 2 types NH3 and Cl. Cl is negative. You can start negative from negative ligand. So how many Cl? 4 Cl. We can use prefix tetra, chloro. There is 2 diamine. Here is the platinum, no platinate because complex is neutral. Write oxidation state in the parenthesis, meaning the square bracket. In the just simple bracket is the parenthesis. So is all about the nomenclature of second compound. Then, so up to this we saw there are 3 different types of complexes, how start their name, cationic, anionic and neutral. Okay, so before move to next, I just okay. Next rule is given, there is a name of ligands. Okay, so it is broad concept, broad topic. We just start here and then we will continue in next lecture. So name of the ligand. Rule number 4, name of ligands. So once you understand how start the name of complexes, it is very important. Most of the complexes, their names start from ligands. Only complex is anionic, that time we start from cationic part. But when complex is cationic or complex is neutral, that time we start from complex part. That's why we write the name or we start the name from name of ligand first. So very important to know what is the name of ligands, because different kinds of ligand used. So how we write the name of ligand? Okay, so we just write the name. You in your notes you have already have the different types of ligands, their names in your notebook, in your notes. I just write here and directly use in applications, directly use in giving the name of different compounds. Okay, so here basically there are different types of ligand. Neutral ligands, negative ligands and positive ligands. So how many types of ligand? 3 types. Negative, neutral and positive. So negative ligand, neutral ligand and positive ligands. Okay, so we here going to discuss some neutral ligands, then we are going to discuss some negative ligands and positive ligands. We already discussed the classification, but there are only few examples because their classification based on donor atoms, how many donor atoms present in it. But here number of ligands present in coordination compounds. So here we discuss one by one. Okay, so first of all, neutral ligands means neutral ligands we write their name without changing in special characters. Means without changing their name, we can write directly name as it is, which is present in organic compound. Basically, most of the neutral ligands are organic ligands. So write name without special changes. So for example, CH2, CH2, NH2. So you know what is the name of this? It is a ethylene diamine. Ethylene diamine. So here just use single M because it is a ethylene diamine. For ammonia we use double M. Only for ammonia, NH3. Other than amines we just use single M, ethylene diamine. Then C6H5 thrice P. here is the phenyl. So triphenyl phosphine. You know there is a ethylene diamine, then diethylene triamine, triethylene tetraamine, all are same, okay? Triphenyl phosphine, again another, because here is the neutral ligand, because phosphorus containing the lone pair of electron which is available to donate the lone pair. Here two nitrogens are neutral, there is no charge, so both the lone pair are available to donate the, so neutral ligands, there are two different types, two ligands, there are two examples, ethylene diamine and triphenyl phosphine. I mention here a very important thing. If such type of ligands which are came into your complex, suppose I write here PTEN3Cl3. En means ethylene diamine. Okay. Up to this you can write triethylene diamine platinum third chloride, right? मी पण तेच लिहिलं असतं, मी स्टुडंट असेल तर. मग इथं बघा, मी पण तुमच्यासारखा स्टुडंट असेल तर मी काय लिहिणार, सरांनी सांगितलंय कॉम्प्लेक्स कटायनिक आहे, अनायन प्रेझेंट आहे, कटायनमध्ये लिगॅन्ड पासून सुरुवात करायची, लिगॅन्ड कोण आहे, इथिलीन डायमाइन आहे, 3 लिगॅन्ड्स आहेत म्हणून ट्राय, आणि पुढे त्याचं नाव काय आहे, इथिलीन डायमाइन प्लॅटिनम, ऑक्सिडेशन स्टेट थर्ड आहे क्लोराइड. ओके, मी पण हेच लिहिलं असतं तुमच्या जागेवर बसलो असतो तर, बट इज द रॉंग. व्हाय? इफ लिगॅन्ड, नीट ऐका, इफ लिगॅन्ड already has prefix like di, tri, tetra, that time we can change the prefix in different way. We use prefix tri for 3, di for 2, tetra for 4, but already your ligand means our ligand, माझा पण आहे, our ligand has this di word. So tri, di is not well correct. So that time if ligand already has such type of di, tri word, that time we can replace tri as a tris, di as a bis, tri as a tris, tetra as a tetrakis, penta as a pentakis. This way. This is very important. When use this, if ligand there is no any prefix such as di, tri already present. So ethylene diamine already has di word, triphenyl phosphine already tri word. So that time this name write as how much? For 3 we use not a tri, we use tris. So tris. Then write the name of ligand in a bracket. So hyphen uses here, ethylene diamine platinum third chloride. आता मी असं खाली लिहिलं म्हणजे मला पुढे जागा नाही. It is the correct. When we use tris, bis, tetrakis, pentakis, if already ligand has such type of di, tri word. Otherwise, just for shear, if there is this type of example, PT NH36Cl3, same thing, just ethylene diamine bidentate ligand आहे, इथं monodentate ligand आहे, same complex आहे, इथं NH3 इथे ethylene diamine आहे. आता इथं करताना आपण hexadiamine यूज करणार, इथं ट्रायइथिलीन डायमाइन यूज करणार, इथं ट्रिस वापरणार, इथं वापरायची गरज नाही, कारण अमाइन इज सिंपल वर्ड, देयर इज नो डाय, ट्राय प्रिफिक्स ऑलरेडी प्रेझेंट इन नेम ऑफ द लिगॅन्ड. सो इफ already name of ligand containing such type of di, tri, tetra prefixes words, that time we can replace the prefixes, di replaced by bis, tri replaced by tris, tetra replaced by tetrakis, and penta replaced by pentakis. So we are going to stop here. We will continue in next lecture because it is broad topic. So it is just first name of the ligand. We here finish the neutral ligands. In next lecture we discuss negative ligand, positive ligands, and other rules which are used to giving the nomenclature of inorganic coordination complexes. So this is all about the today's lecture. We will continue in next lecture.